morning, everyone.
Good morning, Tony.
You guys got a pulse today.
What's going on?
Well, Tony, you tell us what is going on. You know, you're back here, another fight. I feel like there's always questions about what's happening with Tony Ferguson before and after the fight. So you tell us, how are you feeling heading into this Saturday night?
I feel heavy. 170 pounds is a lot better than 155. I don't have to worry about cutting those last couple of pounds, which is amazing. I feel strong, I feel sharp, and I feel ready. And so far, Abu Dhabi's been fucking awesome, so titties.
I saw a quote yesterday saying you sparred 120 rounds ahead of this fight. You said the first time you've been sparring in 7 years. Michael Chiesa was here earlier. He sort of doesn't believe that it's been 7 years, and he also said that 120 rounds isn't that special. Tell us about those rounds. How have you found sparring again? Has it really been 7 years, and what has it given you ahead of the fight?
Well, haters will always discredit any kind of work that you give in. That's one. The other thing, too, is to be consistent with sparring, to find a group that you trust that will challenge you, to finding an individual. I have a guy named Josh back home. His name's B. And at the Beehive, I have range from short, strong dudes all the way up to tall, lanky guys, so on and so forth. And sparring's been awesome. I mean, it's always been hit and miss when it comes to certain people and certain things. Some people just want to go in there and take your fucking head off, and then you have to go and break their arms with kicks. Then it kind of discredits the way you want to go in and, approach the game again. I mean, I'm me, I guess, and so everybody always wants to try to get the best of me, but that shit doesn't happen. So I really haven't presented myself out there, and this time I asked a buddy, Cisco Rivera, earlier in the year, and I said, yo, dude, you have anywhere that you can go spar? He said, yeah. He invited me in, and I fucking just peeled the Band-Aid off, and I showed up, and that day we did, I think it was fucking 24-round Thursday. And so I did maybe half of them. I did 12. So every Thursday and every Saturday, I would round up at least 12 rounds of good sparring in. So Kiss can kiss my ass. I got the numbers to prove it. Fuck him.
You know, I want to be tactful about how I ask this. Dana White said that he wants this to be a last one. After the last one, he said he wanted that to be a last one.
Well, we want Dana to do a lot of shit last for him, too. So, I mean, we can't discredit that one either. So, I mean, I'm being real with it. At 170 pounds, I'm not killing myself to get to 155. I do feel fresher. 155 pounds is closer to my high school wrestling weight. 152 pounds. So you guys do the math. I'm 40 fucking years old. I've been competing in this sport for a very long time. All around in sports for over 35 years. Kind of crazy. Wrestled in college at 165. 170 is what I won the Ultimate Fighter at. Michael Chiesa won it at 155. You know, we do the math, we do the numbers. You're not supposed to go backwards. I've been fighting backwards my whole entire time, trying to just stay there for who God knows fucking what reason. 170 pounds, I feel comfortable. I don't feel like this is going to be my last fight. I have to do some extraordinary shit is what I'm planning to do. So that's why I feel sharp. I did 2 practices already this morning. I didn't even realize until I was walking up here. I did pad session at 12:30. I'm watching Chiesa as he's walking through the hallway. I'm walking through, and here he is with his guys, and he looks like he's all skinned out, kind of all skinny, hating life because he probably was cutting weight. You lift a bunch of heavy weights, you're going to fucking have all that weight to lose. And I realized that going 155 pounds. I always want to be the big dude going 155. I'm already a big guy, dude, but I'm long and lanky, and I'm strong. So 170 pounds fits me right. Doesn't matter if people say that I should go lower or heavier or whatever the fuck it is. I feel comfortable at this weight.
Is this the last fight on your contract?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you guys all read the tabloids and everything, how they want to keep renewing contracts and stuff. I've been very fortunate to always get a better deal when it comes to myself and have my agency look after me. I love this company and I have plenty of fights left, but this is not a fight last or first or whatever the fuck, how everybody wants to see it. I feel so fucking fresh. It's a completely different look. I went into every single workout. I had this, I don't know where I saw it or I read it or who I heard it from. I think I heard it. It might have been on Instagram. You know how you scroll through sometimes and you just kind of hear something kind of chimed in? It said, approach everything as if it's your first time doing it. I've gotten so burnt out doing so many different things, trying to do the same old thing over and over. It didn't make sense to me anymore, and I lost touch. It was like a burnt-out candle that you can't light again. I feel rejuvenated. I feel awesome. My family and myself are doing amazing. Everybody's growing. My boys are fucking huge. I love them. I'm coaching Monarch football out in Santa Ana, which is cool tackle. We just got done doing baseball. To see that growth and to see them watch me compete at this level is just awesome. So I'm glad to be here, man.
And last one from me. So in your mind, there's no way this is your last one, right? You're going out there again and again until the wheels fall off?
Nah, I have this game plan. As soon as I get done here, I'm going to study. So I just got done with an hour and a half of cardio. That was 20 bike, 20 tread, 20 elliptical, and 20 on row. And then before that, I did 18 rounds. So my body is activated. And to be as focused as I am right now, I'm taking this not as a kill kind of thing, because that's never how the guy I was, but more of an athlete, as in I'm going to outpoint you. I'm going to fucking work you. I'm going to make you want to get the fuck out of there. So Kes is going to have his hands full, respect, but the respect ends as soon as that cage door closes.
Tony, over here. Right in front of you. Here.
Where you at?
You won the Ultimate Fighter at welterweight. You've obviously had a lot of success at 170. Does part of you wish you had moved back up a few fights ago, or do you feel like now is the right time?
Well, at the time I had my management. I was with Paradigm, and I wasn't sure who said it. It made me feel awful. They made me feel I was kind of inadequate going 170 pounds. So I don't know if it was Dana or my management at the time or who the fuck it was, but they made me feel like I had to go to 155 pounds. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What do I say about it? Pretty much didn't have a choice, I guess, at the time, what I thought. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't care. I did my business at 155 pounds. And what I realized is it's harder to go backwards than to go forwards. And I know that all that weight cutting and doing the sauna and the sauna suits, that was so against everything that I did in college and in high school. My dad was really big on don't wear sauna suits. Don't use the sauna. Wrestle your natural weight. You don't have to lift a bunch of weights. You don't want to walk through the door sideways like that. You lose your flexibility. You get hurt easier. I lost track of all that shit. And at 170 pounds in the Ultimate Fighter, they were hating on me because these fuckers were cutting from 205, 210. And these were tall dudes and big dudes. I just didn't give a shit. I've wrestled everybody in college and all the way from like grade school. In order to be the best, you have to beat the best. And what I did was I went from every single weight class, from the lightest all the way to the heaviest. And I would always go in there and handle this shit. Didn't matter how big anybody was. They were the same size on the ground as everybody else. So, I mean, 170 pounds, I don't know what my record is. What? 14-3? It's not bad at welterweight. I mean, lightweight's cool too, but I feel stronger and I feel sharp. I feel healthy. I feel super solid right now.
And a few of his recent losses have come by dart stroke. You have a pretty damn good dart stroke. Do you see that? Do you envision ending the fight that way?
I envision the fight going a lot of ways, but not him with his hand raised. I've seen this, and any position where he's going to go, I'm going to be on him like heavy pressure. I don't care what fights he has seen and what notes he has taken. I see fear in that kid, and I'm going to keep bringing it. You don't have to fear of anything except for him making a mistake. I'm going to catch him making that mistake. I guarantee it.
And he seems to think that he has a big advantage in the wrestling. How do you rate his striking?
He's an Ultimate Fighter winner. You have to give him that. I mean, to endure 4 fights in a tournament, anybody's going to have to be well-rounded. You can't just win the shit just taking people's back. You have to be able to take a punch for one and be able to dish 1, 2, and a kick. So I'm not taking and discrediting any of his striking. I think a lot of people just want to do that. They throw sand in the shit, but here we are in Abu Dhabi, and I'm throwing sand, baby.
Thank you.
Tony, right here.
I had to throw that out there.
Tony, on this side. Are you aware how much you are liked in the Middle East? The reason that everyone's were buying the tickets is you and Nick. And everyone wanted to see that fight between you and Khabib. Do you ever look back at that fight, what could have happened? It's been scheduled 5 times that it didn't work out?
Beforehand, I would have been pissed off again and keep. It's always going to be Tiramisu Tuesday, and it's always going to be McNugget Monday. We did something special a long time ago, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I have nothing against the kid. I mean, he's been through a lot of shit already. I feel that at this point in everybody's career, what they can do is represent themselves in the best manner, so that way the newer generation understands that you have to be a tough motherfucker in order to go out there and not just talk shit. So, all due respect, it's cool to be liked and to be enjoyed by people and have people come up and ask for autographs in a different country. It's fucking awesome. I would have never thought about this when I was little.
And win, lose, or draw, not looking beyond this fight, but let's say we look at the numbers, and the big guy said, this is your last fight. And regardless of the result, You look very sharp. I mean, you really do look very sharp versus the last couple of times I saw. Honestly, you look
You
very
look like shit, Tony, the last couple of times.
But win, lose, or draw, would you consider fighting for another promotion?
I love the UFC, and this is where I'm going to stay. So I have to earn that right. So, I mean, I do have 7 losses. I mean, who gets an 8th chance when it goes into this, except for me? I don't ever ask for a lot of shit, so I'm asking myself to go out there and do the best performance I possibly can, so that way I can retain my spot. I do want to be here. I don't want to go fight for another organization. Where the fuck I'm going to go BKFC and have Conor work for me again? No, I don't want to do that shit. So, I mean, literally, this is home. It's always been home. If it comes down to it, maybe I'll open up my own promotion. There's a lot of different business routes that I want to go, and I believe that the younger generation, they're waiting for me to fucking do something. And I've been doing a lot of different things. I just haven't taken that next step because, well, I'm not ready yet. So when I'm ready, maybe so, but not yet.
But just for you to know, last thing, you are extremely well liked in the Middle East. I wanted you to know that. Because I live here, that's why I'm telling you this.
No, I appreciate that. It's been pretty cool. I've had a couple people come out of here from different countries that spent thousands of dollars to come here to get a ticket, which is super fucking cool. I mean, I swear like a fucking pirate, and thank God my kids don't do that too much, you know. So it's like, if you guys like my vibe, good for you. Go and take it, I guess. You know, I have people have my tattoos, which is fucking a trip, but to able to see how far this shit has gotten, it's amazing, man, and I'm just cool and I'm grateful. So thank you guys and everybody in the Middle East too.
Hello, Tony. Я Бахридин Джалолов, издание «Азия Плюс». Немножко хочу отойти от вопросов спорта, именно от твоего выступления. Хотел бы ты в будущем стать наставником, хорошим тренером для молодежи, который тоже мог бы, как ты, применить в своей жизни усердство, намерение никогда не сдаваться, идти вперед. Если да, хотел бы ты расширить свои школы, чтобы они были по всему миру, в том числе в России и в Таджикистане?
The question was, would you consider becoming a coach and sharing your experience with young people all around the world, including countries like Russia and Tajikistan?
Absolutely. I think being a coach is the next step. I think it's always been pretty fucking cool. I love handpicking my people, how I was handpicked by The Ultimate Fighter. I had to earn that. I think that you have to have credentials in order to be coached by me. I think that you're going to have to earn that right to be able to. I mean, I've coached some pretty cool people, and I've coached some pretty fucked up knuckleheads, but everybody's fucking cool in their own book. And I think that if you want to be coached by me, then you're going to have to earn that right. So we'll figure that one out. But yes.
И сейчас этот вопрос больше было пожелания, поэтому спасибо большое за ответ. Денис, спасибо тебе за перевод.
Thank you so much. It was great to hear your answer.
Thank you.
Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Yes, I have a question for you. As you know, recently Mohamed Mokaev was on a 7-win streak. He was on 7-win streak, but also was fired from the UFC. And with all due respect, you are on the 7-lose streak. Do you think that it is fair what's happened with the Mohamed Mokaev?
You know what? I used to care about what everybody else was doing, but I'm going to have to say no. If you piss somebody off, then you're out of here, dude. It's not my fault. It's not anybody else's fault besides that person and who he's dealing with. So it's hard. What did Dana used to say? Chris, I have to kind of ask for you. It's harder to stay here than to get here. And this is a family here. And when you belong here, you belong here. And when you don't, best of luck to you. I'm going to be real, but you have to earn this shit here. Nothing's given, man. You have to earn it. So I don't know who that kid is, but I did see something in tablets. But best of luck to you, buddy. Keep your chin down, your hands up.
Thank you.
Tony here. So, the Georgian fans were so happy when you thanked them for the support. What the fans mean to you?
What do fans mean to me? You guys are fucking crazy. I love it. I can't pick a different sport where any major league, NFL, football, soccer, WWE, everybody loves fighting. Not everybody can fight. Not everybody can go and play the other sports, but I have never seen one sport carry so many fans from so many different demographics as UFC or fighting, MMA, and that whole aura. I think it's the coolest shit. When somebody hasn't been to a UFC fight, I always explain to them, like, look, you never been to one? You gotta go. And they're like, well, what is it like? I like to explain it to them like it's like a monster truck rally and a concert in one. It's super loud, it's super dope, and it's like it can be the quietest of a pin of a needle when people are out there fighting. I mean, it's so incredibly awesome that, and this is still in its young age of the sport. So I'm just fortunate to be here and watching all the transitions, man.
And the last one for me, when the Max Holloway holds the BMF title, and if you have to fight for the BMF title, who would you like to face for this title and how?
Somebody with wings. I mean, maybe Max. I think Battle of the Wings would be dope. I mean, interesting fights go to interesting, but Max has got some hands. It'd be kind of cool. He's not looking to take somebody down. I mean, he called Gaethje out to the middle of the ring, and he fucking knocked him out. So, I mean, Gaethje's a good contender for that one. You know, even Nick. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty awesome to see how many different legends there are out there and stuff. So I'm one of them, so I can't really say too much because I know everybody wants to go and knock me out. So I'll be real. To fight for the BMF title and fight for another title would be awesome as shit. So it's like another medal to the collection.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Tony over here.
Yeah, my guy.
Khabib fight didn't happen, unfortunately. But what if you grapple versus Khabib? How would it play it out, in your opinion?
Ooh, 5-point wrestling. I would have took him from his feet to his back, and ensemble would have been one move. That was it. I know that I would have caught him like he was a bull. Threw him on his ass. So I remember preparing for him before pandemic. We brought in a sambo, like a world champ sambo, badass dude. And the whole entire time I wasn't striking. I was wrestling, and we were ready for a good old Khabib, and I think he knew that. That's why he ran away. But yeah, respect.
Thank you, man.
For sure. Thank you.